Alright guys, so apparently now Xbox charges you for game trials as well, and not only that, they charge you more than PlayStation will with their new PlayStation Plus premium subscription, at least according to our favorite PlayStation fanboy King Trash, so you know it's reliable information. That's right, the same guy who last time somehow managed to lie at least about 4 different times in just a single tweet to try and make it seem like PlayStation offering paid game trials is better than the full games day one on Game Pass. Well, now he's back with a video response where he also states that Xbox apparently does the same thing. So I'm gonna show you guys parts of the video, respond, and don't worry, even though he's lied a bunch of times before, this time he plans to spread the, get this, truth.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now!
Just a heads up, he lies again, but let's get into it.
All these niggas on Twitter, YouTube, all these people are talking about how you have to pay for these trials, and people are celebrating paying for trials. Well, they calling them demos, but they are trials, right? They call them demos on purpose because demos are free.
Okay, so right there is one of the points he likes to make, that demos and game trials are not the same thing. He doesn't like that people are referring to these as paid game demos because game trials are different. They're the full game, but you can only play a limited amount of time. He says there's a difference. Game demos are free. And what, game trials aren't just because some are behind a paywall? For the most part, game trials have been free. Do you not remember just like, what, 2 months back when Cyberpunk 2077 had a free trial for 5 hours on both Xbox and PlayStation? Completely free. There's a Watch Dogs 2 free trial, a South Park 1, a Gears of War 4 free trial, which is actually 10 hours, just to name a few. And even PlayStation, who's about to put game trials behind a paywall, they've offered up free game trials of their first-party games, Sackboy and Death Stranding. Unfortunately for those games, PlayStation thought it'd be a good idea to start the game trial timer once you start downloading instead of once you start actually playing it. So to say that the difference between game trials and game demos is that demos are free just because, you know, they've been in EA Play and they're about to be in a PS Plus Premium, not really the case. But anyways, let's continue on.
And they know for a fact that the Xbox, you have to pay for trials. You have to pay for alphas.
Hey, look at that, it's my video, but yo, why'd you have to pair me up with someone's video with 7K views? Makes mine look bad. So hey guys, help your boy out here, leave a comment for the algorithm, click that like button so we can get these views up, and let's get back on topic.
You have to pay for betas, and you have to pay more than what Sony is charging for these trials.
Okay, so there it is, his big argument. Hey, Xbox does it too apparently. Xbox makes you pay for game trials, alphas, and beta. Alright, so I'm going to start by destroying your argument that Xbox makes you pay for game trials, which is just not the case. And then I'll talk about the alphas and the betas. Don't worry, I'll get to those. And actually, when it comes to those, you kind of have a point. You are kind of right. But we'll talk about the game trials for now, since that's the main topic. So first off, in this portion of the video, it's pretty clear he's not talking about the regular game trials like the ones that I showed you, but the ones behind a paywall, the ones in EA Play that are within Game Pass Ultimate. Because he said on Twitter, it literally costs more on Xbox a year than PlayStation Plus's premium plan, and the only Xbox subscription that could be potentially seen as more expensive than PS Plus Premium per year would be Game Pass Ultimate, even though that's also not true. But anyways, so does Xbox make you pay for game trials because you have EA game trials within Game Pass Ultimate? Here's the problem with your argument. They're EA game trials, and they're only for EA games because that's an EA Play thing. You see, the reason why Game Pass Ultimate has these trials is because they added in EA Play to Game Pass Ultimate. EA Play was a thing on its own. EA Play was a thing, a subscription, before even Game Pass came out. When Game Pass Ultimate came out for 15 bucks a month without EA Play. And back then, people also thought it was a good deal. And then, over a year later, they partnered up with EA and added in EA Play to Game Pass Ultimate. They didn't make a third tier, they didn't make a brand new Game Pass tier more expensive for those added benefits. No, they just added in the EA Play benefits to Game Pass Ultimate at no extra cost, still 15 bucks a month. And not only did they add it for Game Pass Ultimate, they also added it in for the regular PC Game Pass, which is even cheaper than Game Pass Ultimate. Once again, for no extra cost. So to say that Xbox is making you pay for game trials is simply not true when it's EA. And here's the thing, you might say, oh, well, hey, EA Play, it's part of Game Pass Ultimate, and Game Pass Ultimate requires you to have gold. It's part of Game Pass Ultimate, gold is in there. Well, here's the problem with that too. You can get EA Play on its own. You can just subscribe to EA Play if you want the trials, and you don't need Xbox Live. In fact, you don't need an Xbox. You can do it on PlayStation, it's there too. And just like PlayStation, EA also has 2 tiers to their subscription service. They've got EA Play and EA Pro. But unlike PlayStation, the game trials aren't locked behind the most expensive tier, they're in both the tiers. The cheapest tier, EA Play, being way cheaper than PS Plus Premium, it's only $5 a month. And since you like to bring up yearly pricing so much, it's even cheaper yearly, it's $30 a month, a quarter of the price of PS Plus Premium. And on the topic of price, since you also love to bring up that PlayStation Plus Premium is apparently less expensive, it's cheaper than Game Pass Ultimate per year, that's also not true. You see, PS Plus Premium, first off, per month, they never mention per month, because per month, Game Pass Ultimate is cheaper. Per year, PS Plus Premium is $120. And so what he's doing is he's comparing the yearly price for the PlayStation service and comparing it to the monthly price paid for 12 months of the Xbox service, which doesn't make much sense. And then what they'll say to that is there's no yearly option for Game Pass when there is. It's called Xbox Live Gold. You buy 1 year of Xbox Live Gold, which is $60, and then you subscribe to Game Pass Ultimate for 1 month, which is $1, and what'll happen is it'll convert that 1 year of Xbox Live Gold into Game Pass Ultimate for just $61. That's half the price of PS Plus Premium. So in what world is PS Plus Premium cheaper than Game Pass Ultimate per year? It's just not. And hey, I understand that in the future, we probably won't be able to do this, but we're talking about the right now. And as of right now, you can do this, and we've been able to do it for years, ever since Game Pass came out. Xbox even let us know about it.
For Xbox Live Gold only. You niggas forgot they raised the motherfucking price of Xbox Live Gold. You can't buy a year no more, my nigga. You have to buy a month's worth now.
So he's saying this because Xbox removed the 12-month option from the Microsoft Store, which is an inconvenience. It sucks. But they only removed it from their own store. It's still available everywhere else, just like it always has been. It's at Target, Best Buy, GameStop, so you can get it anywhere else. So to say that there's no 12-month option anymore, just not true. You can always get it elsewhere. Now, remember when I gave you guys a heads up earlier telling you that he was gonna lie again in this video? Well, here's the lie. So once he said that Ultimate was more expensive than PlayStation Plus's premium plan, somebody replied and said, well, it's because, Game Pass also has EA Play included. Well, he replied back with his latest lie, this time saying Game Pass plus EA is only for Xbox Series X. Paid. What is the basis of this comment? So now he's saying that Game Pass Ultimate is only including EA Play for the Xbox Series X version of Game Pass Ultimate. That the Xbox One version of Game Pass Ultimate somehow doesn't include EA Play. He doubles down on it. And this wasn't a mistake or anything. He doubles down on the lie afterwards, saying Game Pass on Xbox One costs the same, but no EA Play. Yo, this guy just can't help himself from lying over and over again just to make Xbox look worse and PlayStation look better. Game Pass Ultimate, or EA Play, is in Game Pass Ultimate regardless of the console. Whether you got a One or a Series X or a Series S or even PC, it's there, as long as you got Game Pass Ultimate. I had Game Pass Ultimate with EA Play on my Xbox One before I got the X. You can go to the Xbox website, the first console they list as having Game Pass Ultimate with EA Play is Xbox One. The dude just lies about the dumbest stuff. Anyways, let's see what he's got to say about alphas and betas.
Xbox Live Gold is required for these motherfucking trials and betas and shit like that. Remember Call of Duty's beta? Remember that shit? Do you remember that shit?
Now this right here is a rare sighting, the guy actually telling the truth. Now while you don't need Xbox Live Gold to download these alphas and betas, you do need Xbox Live Gold if it's a multiplayer beta, which I think most of them are anyways. Like he said, if it's Call of Duty or if it's Battlefield 2042, you need Xbox Live Gold to play those betas. Which, realistically, if somebody's interested in playing those betas, chances are they already have Xbox Live Gold, so I don't think it affects too many people. But yo, PlayStation is letting you play these betas without needing PS Plus. So that's a plus for Sony. Props to Sony for that. And that's an L for Xbox. Come on, if PlayStation can do it, why can't you? You won't see me defend this, and hopefully Xbox also removes that requirement from betas and alphas. Although with how long they took to remove the requirement from free-to-play games, might take a while.
You remember that you had to pay for fucking Xbox Live Gold even though free-to-play games are free?
Oh yeah, we remember, and it was stupid. Even the Xbox people were like, yo, why do we have to pay for Xbox Live Gold to play multiplayer of a free-to-play game? Makes no sense. It's supposed to be free-to-play. Especially when on PlayStation and Nintendo, you could play those free-to-play games online without having a subscription. The difference is, we weren't praising it or trying to twist it as some great thing.
You're watching to a group of people who enjoy your lies, and a lot of them understand your lies.
Didn't you just lie like 6 times in the past 72 hours?
How many of you motherfucking Xbox fans have I seen say, oh, Game Pass is great because I'm trying games I've never tried before? Well, this is the same exact things. You get to try games you never tried before. And then they would actually say, oh, I go out and I buy the game afterwards. Well, this is the same exact thing.
This guy really just said that Game Pass's full games is the same exact thing as PS Plus's game trials, just because when people talk about Game Pass, sometimes they'll say, hey, Game Pass allows me to try a bunch of new games. That's just a way of talking. It's just another way of saying play new games. Here's an example. Let's say me and you have never tried a Big Mac before. So we both go to McDonald's and they let you try a Big Mac by having 2 bites of it, and they give me the full Big Mac. We can both then say, hey, we tried a Big Mac for the first time. Difference is, you got a sample, I got the full menu item. Now, obviously in real life, just because you haven't tried something, McDonald's isn't going to let you take 2 bites out of a Big Mac or give you one for free, but you get the point. And as far as people using Game Pass as some sort of trial service where they like try a game and if they like it, they buy it right away, that's not how most people use Game Pass. Maybe some or very few select amount do that, but in most cases, people aren't doing that. Most cases, they're just playing the games on Game Pass and finishing them on Game Pass. And yes, some people do buy the games, but it's mostly when the game's about to leave and maybe they haven't finished it or they haven't gotten to it yet and they use the discount on Game Pass to get it for even cheaper. Anyways, his full video is like 30 minutes long. If you want to check it out, go ahead and do so, but please do me a favor, do not go ahead and send hate. But wait, before you go, leave a comment, like, see ya.